Nation celebrates birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel as National Unity Day. Prime Minister to flag off National Unity Run in New Delhi. Several programs to be held throughout the day to mark the occasion. Prime Minister celebrates Diwali with Jawans at border close to China, lauds the sacrifice and patriotism of soldiers in defending the country, says India can sleep only because the soldiers are awake. Pakistan violates ceasefire again along international border in Arispura sector of Jammu and Kashmir. Resorts to heavy firing with automatic weapons and light artillery. BSF gives befitting reply. Prime Minister Narendra Modi speaks to Australian counterpart Malcolm Turnbull, expresses concern over brutal killing of Indian origin man in Australia. Australian PM expresses shock at the killing. Nation remembers former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi on her death anniversary. Gandhi was assassinated on 31st October in 1984. Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid tributes to Indira Gandhi on her death anniversary. As part of Simbex 16, the ongoing bilateral Navy exercise between navies of the Republic of Singapore and India, RSS Formidable of Republic of Singapore Navy arrived in Visakhapatnam on 5-day visit to the Eastern Naval Command on Sunday. Mahavira Nirvan Divas, also known as Mahavir's Nirvan Kalyanak Divas, was celebrated across the country. It is believed that on this day, the 24th Jain Tirthankara, Lord Mahavira had attained the bliss of Nirvana on the dawn of Amavasya of the Ashwin month. Since that time, Jains celebrate the festival of Dipavali to commemorate the attainment of moksha by Lord Mahavira. Nation celebrates the festival of light Diwali with traditional gaiety and fervour. Houses and buildings decorated with colourful lighting, firecracker sounds fill the air. United Nations commemorated Festival of Light Diwali for the first time. The facade of the UN headquarters was lit in bright hues and the word Happy Diwali, along with the image of traditional diya projected onto the building. India's ambassador to the UN, Syed Akbaruddin, thanked General Assembly President for the initiative in a tweet. Thousands of people in central Italy are spending the night in cars, tents and temporary accommodation following the fourth earthquake in the area in 3 months. This time no one appears to have died, but about 20 people were injured. Nepal's army says it has finished draining a dangerous glacial lake near Mount Everest to a safe level. The Imja Glacial Lake, at nearly 5,000 meters high, was in danger of flooding downstream settlement, trekking trails and bridges. Many of the lakes are said to be filling up fast because of accelerated melting of glaciers amid rising global temperatures. Some of the members of Venezuela's opposition have begun meeting with the government in Vatican-led attempt to defuse the country's political crisis. But 15 parties belonging to the Democratic Unity Alliance are boycotting the session, arguing that the conditions aren't right for the talk with the government after authorities cancelled a recall referendum aimed at removing Social President Nicolas Maduro from office. Egypt commemorates the first anniversary of the Metrojet Russian airliner crash in the Sinai that killed all 224 people on board. The aviation minister and the Russian ambassador were among those who attended a ceremony in the Red Sea resort of Sharm el-Sheikh, from which the plane took off last October 31st before crashing 24 minutes later. Malaysia defeated South Korea 3-1 in the penalty shootout to claim the fourth successive bronze medal in the Asian Champions Trophy hockey tournament. The fourth quarter saw Malaysia take the lead before South Korea drew parity in 60 minutes of play. Hockey team's perfect Diwali gift to nation beats arch-rival Pakistan 3-2 in a thrilling in the finals to lift Champions Trophy Asia Cup in Malaysia.